NFL playoffs are here, and this matchup on Wildcard Weekend is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Browns and the Raiders, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Straight ahead, it's Wildcard Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Cleveland Browns and the Las Vegas Raiders. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this out to the 25. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They'll be led out by Deshaun Watson. Of course, he won a national title at Clemson and already has 3 Pro Bowls under his belt in the National Football League.
Let's face it, it doesn't matter if you're a rookie free agent or a 15-year vet. Guiding a team to victory on the road in the playoffs, that's no small feat. And it's going to be really important for him to play mistake-free football. But equally important, create some big plays as well to give his team confidence that they can win.
Looking to throw right away is Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Now it's Watson. A bootleg. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he is going to have a Browns first down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. Well, that's how you use your safety valve, CD. He didn't appear to be the intended target, but they got it to him, and he was able to get just enough to pick up the first.
And what a great example of where we are right now in the NFL, because if you're a running back, you're not just going to carry it. You got to catch it out of the backfield as well. Those combo guys, they're the ones everyone wants on their team.
Watson's throw here pulled in by Hilton. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And he's got room. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Good running right there, and this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Watson off play action. Rolling to his right. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Complete to Hilton. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on third down. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. York able to send this one through, and the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
The Raiders set to go to work behind their veteran quarterback, and that's Derek Carr.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing, and now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose, or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you've got to be smart, but make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved. Able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Second down, Jacobs once more. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 37. He's brought down at the 37-yard line. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 4 yards on the pickup. Good enough to extend the drive.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know. Yeah,
we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Once again, it's Jacobs. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now Carr. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. To throw, it's Carr. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
So Carr exits on 4th down, and on comes Daniel Carlson for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on them.
I know you like to mix it up with sports.
Yeah. They crack a forehand back at him. They get a backhand. What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like that.
Really good backhand.
Get some nice top spin on the little bit. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
The Browns set to take over. And you know, listen, there's 2 ways to get the number 7 seed. You can back into it, or you can charge your way into it and seize it. But ultimately, once you're here, you can throw that out the window. You've got to come to play.
Yeah, you just think of that phrase, any given Sunday or Saturday as the case may be. And even though this is a 2 versus 7 matchup, don't think for 1 second that this game's going to be a pushover. Anything can happen once the playoffs begin.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left no real options for him to throw it downfield.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. Out of the gun, Watson. And a throw there going to be incomplete. On 4th down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. Oh, he shifts past him. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing his car on 3rd down. Dancing to his left, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. Now Watson, he's going to back away and call a timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. To throw is Watson. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
A give running right is Chubb. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. This is caught by Hilton. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 31-yard line. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
3-3, a tight one after one on EA Sports. On first down, Watson. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now Watson. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Chubb is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. They'll try the air now with Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Donovan Peoples-Jones from 4 yards out. And the Browns have taken the lead. Oh, such great concentration. They're going right up against the side of the end zone, but able to get the feet in bounds.
There are so many things that go into that catch, and you just mentioned the concentration, being able to catch the football, get your feet down in bounds, hang on to it all the way through the process of the catch. That was a phenomenal play.
Now Cade York for the extra point. And it is up.
The kick is good.
And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now.
Raiders 3.
So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
The York on now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fields it right around the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get a couple up to the 29. The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Carr now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete.
Watson's pass complete to Amari Cooper. A gain of 5 brings up
From the 44, Watson.
44-yard line.
Again, it's Cooper as he makes the catch. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory. Down at the 33. And Chubb will try the middle here. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 2nd and 5 now. Watson flushed out right. That's caught by the tight end, Harrison Bryant. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. His first catch in his wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Watson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Amari Cooper, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
And it feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football. And that's exactly what happened there.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Raiders 3.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. There's Las Vegas ready to take the field. So they won their division and earned the right to play at home in the first round of the playoffs, but this one is not going to script so far.
Nowhere did they have the thought process that they'd be down double digits. But the good thing is it's the first half. You and I know, I mean, you've been with me long enough now. Hang with the game plan. Stay the course for a while. Don't panic and change up things. Keep grinding. Long way to go in this ball.
That was my question to you. You don't throw everything away at this point. Stay on course.
And stay on course. Obviously, you want to eliminate the things that have caused you to be down double digits. But at the same time, you're not getting it all back in one play. Keep going. The game plan was put in there for a reason.
That's good for Las Vegas.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the Browns' 40-yard line.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Carr going to throw. He's got Renfro on the out route. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. Here's Carr to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
7-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This 1st half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Carr. A quick throw, but incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all, because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
2 minutes to play here in this 1st half of the NFL playoffs. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Here's Carr. And the pass complete to Waller on the out route. Now the Browns will use the 1st of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So Carr will depart, and on comes the Raider kicker Daniel Carlson for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Carlson able to put this one through, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Taken in at the 3. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Now Nick Chubb of the Browns gets set for their next possession. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merritt. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they had the rule of the roost produced here in his first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for him because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw pulled in by Renfro. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. To throw, it's Carr. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to get with the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
After the interception, here's Watson. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now it's Watson. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
So first thing that crosses my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely, and from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
The Raider offense going to head out now late in this first half. And now they start in plus territory following that turnover as they'll try to get some points here before halftime. A 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Throwing on first down is Carr. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jacobs.
Complete to Josh Jacobs. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Play action. Now it's Carr.
25-yard line.
Open man. That's Renfro. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Again, they'll throw with Carr. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field.
A 20-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we're at halftime of this AFC Wildcard matchup as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. But first, let's remind everyone what we've got coming up in tomorrow's action in the AFC. We've got a good one on tap, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs squaring off against the Cincinnati Bengals. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Browns, for the Seahawks. And they had success all season throwing the football. No reason for that to change in the playoffs, as they've continued to move the ball well through the air. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they too didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement.